I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
I met Marcos.
Checkered flag. Contact and Brian Rose wins it. A photo finish at the line. Oh, we got a wreck. Will Hewitt's through the trial for the final time, and oh, they're wrecking. Big trouble. Vincent Short sneaks through, and I think Short... Looks like Millett might have won this. He did by 2/100ths of a second over Brandon. That S4 guy off turn 4 for the final time sees the checkered flag. It waves. It belongs to the 315. a favor, come back. Don't ask you. A half-mile paved oval opened in 1953. Five Flags Speedway takes its name from its proximity to Pensacola, Florida, known as the City of Five Flags, in reference to the five governments that have ruled the city: Spain, France, Great Britain, the Confederate States of America, and the United States of America. Five Flags is one of the fastest short tracks in America thanks to its steep 15-degree banking and wide turns that give the track a nearly circular configuration. Although the track hosted NASCAR Grand National Series action in its early days, since 1968, Five Flags has been known as the site of the annual Snowball Derby. Held each December, the Snowball Derby is considered the year's premier super late model event. Past Snowball Derby winners have included Donnie Allison, Darrell Waltrip, Rich Bickle, Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, Chase Elliott, most recently Derek Thorne. Five Flags regular season features super late models, pro late models, super stock, sportsmen, bombers, every other Friday night from March through October. Tonight, it's the Gulf Coast Sim Racing Late Model Series round number 2, and it's next on HBR TV. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Five Flags Speedway. I'm Steve Singer with HBR TV, bringing you the Gulf Coast Sim Racing Late Model Stock Series, a short series here as we get into spring and then summertime, but we're going to cover the balance of the racing here this season. We are here for race number 2 at Five Flags. Practice just about wrapped up here at the Speedway. Before we get too deep into things, let's take a look at our point standings coming into tonight. Of course, we do have one race already down. JJ Day, top of the board at 71 points. Then Trevor Bowen at 68. Jesse Henderson, 64 points. Drew Chanson, 4th. He's got 61. Then 58 for Trent McLeod. Peyton Burkett, Cooper Hightower, Corey Bodie, Tate Payne, Lyle Johnson, the top 10, and so on back to P17. Jeb Jones with 29 points. It's still early. No reason to count anybody out at this stage of the game. But let's go down trackside, see where everybody's shaking out qualifying time-wise. Practice time-wise. Fastest so far, JJ Day, a 16:72. Corey Bodie, about 1/100th of a second off that pace. Some really tight times here from P4 to P7. All four of those drivers, 16.78 seconds. Going to be very tight in qualifying here tonight. P1 to 16th, we're talking just a tick over 0.2 of a second. And just about a minute remain here in the practice session. Corey Bodie slow off at turn 2. Taking a look at the schedules here, we are going to be on an every other week basis here, so you won't see us for 2 more weeks. It'll be the 17th, we'll be at Langley Speedway, then 2 more weeks. May 31st will be Martinsville, then June 14th, Flag Day, be at the Bull Ring in Las Vegas, and then to close out the season, June 28th, North Wilkesboro. That should be a fun one, especially with these new late model stocks. Just like that, practice comes to a close. See who hits the Speedway first here in qualifying. Things run a little bit differently here as far as qualifying is concerned. They run a full hour session. They certainly won't need that full session, but individual laps so that the drivers all have their opportunity to get their Q run in during the broadcast. Short tracks, not a really stacked field as far as car count goes, so we can get this done. Jonathan Langham first on the Speedway. First lap for Langham, 16.975. Lap 2 a bit quicker, 16.889 for Jonathan Langham. Ed Brown next to roll. First lap is 17.3. Bit of a throwaway here, it seems. Across the stripe for the second lap as Brown improves, 16.939, still P2 on the board. Lyle Johnson going to take the green flag on his next lap. First lap of the session. 2 laps to set the pole here per driver. Lyle slides up the racetrack a bit. That's going to throw away this first lap. Lap 2, 16.987 for Johnson. Johnson's going to lock in P3. Tyler Sontag, number 91. And we've got Haley in the stream chat. Jumping in here from Sweden. She's a regular here at HBR TV, but first race of the season for us here at HBR TV with Gulf Coast Sim Racing. Sontag's first lap is 17.061. Was floating a bit out of turn 4, 17.030 on lap 2. Peyton Burkett off of turn 4 takes the green flag. 16.96, third quick for Burkett, first lap. See if he's got anything for P1 here, down into turn 3 already. Lap 2, 16.866, goes top of the board. The 17 of Peyton Burkett, your provisional pole sitter. Mason Johnston takes the green flag. Lap 1 for Johnson is third fast, 16.906. Lap 2 complete. Mason Johnston, where does he land? Still third quick. 16.930 did not improve his time. Jesse Henderson next, down into turns 1 and 2 already. Six quick, first lap, 16.998 for Jesse Henderson. Lap 2 picks it up, 16.914, fourth quick for Jesse Henderson. Next, Robert Latham, next on the track. Latham, he's got a number 8 on the roof in the door. He's going to be categorized as the 11, the 011 that is, in the timing tower. (16.947), the only lap that is going to count. Drew Chance on the Speedway. (17.32), first time by, ninth quick. Goes P1, 16.806. Drew Chance threw away that first lap, puts it on the pole on the second lap. Tate Payne on the track. Into 3 and 4 for his first lap. Slides a bit through 3 and 4. Don't know if that's going to hurt the lap. 16.903, he's fourth fast, first time by. Might have a shot at the pole here if he can pick it up. Another tenth or so. Ooh, almost. P2, 16.862 seconds for Tate Payne. Tyler Courtney down into turn 1, the number 14 machine. Will be listed as number 30 in the timing tower. Some number mismatches. We'll get that straightened out. But for now, it is what it is. Trying to get everybody up to speed on who's what. First lap for Courtney. Seventh quick, 16.91. Fourth quick, 16.869 for Courtney. Looking at a top 5 starting position for now. Cooper Hightower on the track in the 122. Quick, 17.315. Chassis bottoming out a little bit in turn 2. Second quick, 16.839. Hightower puts it on the front row. Trevor Bowen next to roll. (16.890), seventh quick, first time by. See if you can put that number 9 in the top 5. Still 7th quick. Lost a little bit of time on his second lap. Tracy Souls on the racetrack. Top 10 first lap, 16:90. Soul's going to try and jump up in the top 5 here. We'll see. Still 9th quick, 17:058, lap 2, not quicker for Tracy Souls. Gene Denmark, the number 88. He's taking the green flag here. .803 goes P1. Gene Denmark late in the session goes top of the board on his first lap. Does he have more in the tank here out of turn 4 in that Cadillac? Looking strong at the line. 16.832 doesn't pick it up. Corey Bodie now on the track, was fast in practice. See if the 44's got anything for that front row. Second quick, 16.805. Another strong Cadillac in the field. Bodie using all of the racetrack. At the stripe. Doesn't do it. 16.84. Second quick. JJ Day, the last one to roll. The number 16 trying to put that machine on the front row. JJ Day throwing it back to the old Firebird. Lap 1, where does he land? 8th quick, 16.884. It's going to need a big pickup here. Looked good. Where does it put him? P4, 16.822, does pick it up, but not quite enough. That's going to give your pole to Gene Denmark in the 88. It's going to wrap up our qualifying session here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
I met Marco Scarza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
A photo finish at the line. Oh, we got a wreck. Will Hewitt's through the trial for the final time, and oh, they're wrecking. Big trouble. Vincent Short sneaks through, and I think Short... It looks like Millett might have won this. He did by 2/100ths of a second over Brandon. That S4 guy off turn 4 for the final time sees the checkered flag. It waves. It belongs to the 315. Back to Five Flags Speedway. Let's take a look at our starting grid for race number 2. On the pole position with a lap time of 16.803 seconds, it's Gene Denmark. Outside front row, it's the 44 of Corey Bodie. Missed it by 2/1000ths of a second. He'll start outside front row. Drew Chance will start third. J.J. Day fourth, but will go to the back here for the win penalty. Cooper Hightower will start P5. Tate Payne qualifies P6. Peyton Burkett 7th. 8th goes to Tyler Courtney. Jonathan Langham P9. And 10th starter, that's going to be Trevor Bowen. Mason Johnston, the 06, will start in the 11th starting position. Tracy Souls in the 6th will start 12th. Jesse Henderson, the number 28, starts 13th. Ed Brown, 14th. Robert Latham, 15th. Lyle Johnson, the 111, will start 16th. And last but not least, shotgun on the field, 17th starter Tyler Sontag in the number 91. It's your starting grid here from Five Flags, getting ready for 75 laps of action here at the Speedway. Just waiting for the field to start to roll. Assembled here on the front stretch, it won't be long. 2 pace laps before we take the green flag. Nice to see that Cadillac livery out there. A couple of drivers running that. That's kind of what we put on some of the HBR TV paint schemes for the super late and the late model stock. Corey says, Robert is Cameron, pool boy from the Derby. Might have to follow up with that later on to find out what exactly he means by that. It's all right, we'll get it figured out. Race 1, there's always going to be a hiccup here or there. Pace truck pulls off the racing surface. We're getting ready to go green. Green is in the air. Gene Denmark with a good jump right off the bat. Lap 1 in the books. Denmark with that big jump at the start, puts himself a half second ahead, goes to the bottom though. Did he get dinged for starting early? Looks like he may have. Or JJ Day had to go to the back. Denmark from the pole position is going to get a penalty for the jump start. Tough break. That's a tough one to recover from. Again, only a 75 lapper here at 5 Flags. Those are going to tick on by in a hurry. Meanwhile, Drew Chance out in front now as your race leader. Chance started in P4 but had a lap time awfully close to being on that front row. Corey Bodie right there stalking Drew Chance. Let's go on board with the helmet cam of Corey Bodie as he tries to reel in Drew Chance and take this top spot away. Onboard pictures courtesy of Whiplash Sim Cams. Check those guys out if you need custom camera packs for your broadcast. Ten laps in here at 5 Flags Speedway. Drew Chance still with the race lead, but Corey Bodie just waiting for one small opportunity to take that position away and put the 44 in the wind out front. He's right there, just a foot or two off the back bumper of Drew Chance. And Chance says the 26 on the door, 18 in the timing tower, in case you're wondering. A couple of guys with mismatch numbers, no worries. We'll get that figured out. Out of turn 2 once again. Top 2 nice and close together. We're talking 0.2 of a second between P1 and P2. Corey Bodie right there. Again, still just waiting for an opportunity to try and make this pass. Maybe he can force a mistake. Might not have to burn up the tires the old-fashioned way. They only have one set available over the wall, and it's not even a guarantee that they're going to use it. Tracking some other battles throughout the field. Trevor Bowen in the 9, just ahead of JJ Day. Remember, Day had to start at the back of the pack. He's already worked his way up into P9 here, 17 laps complete. Kind of like the wind penalty thing that these guys do here. We see that across some of the leagues that we broadcast for. Some do it, some don't. Kind of evens the playing field if you've got a driver who's got the potential to be dominantly fast. Forces them to the back of the field for the following race if they win. Got to work their way from the back all the way to the front. That in itself can be exciting. Also opens the door for someone else to take a checkered flag. Trevor Bowen working on the 06 of Mason Johnston. Bowen loose off of 4. Jonathan Langham driving the number 51 machine there in the 6th position. Langham a little loose out of turn 4 is going to open the door for Mason Johnston on the bottom. Does he have enough to make this pass clean? Langham up the racetrack. Johnston still down to the bottom of that 06, that blue and black entry. On the bottom, we got a wreck in 4. 3 and 4, we got trouble. Drew Chance involved in this one. That was the lead car. I don't know if Bodie was going for a pass or some contact was made. Either way, Chance goes around here. Our first caution, just about 1/3 distance. Let's get a look at it. Try and see exactly where this thing started. Looks like Bodie does get to the inside. He might have gotten loose, had to correct it. Sends Chance up the racetrack. Get a better view of it here from the blimp. Chance was trying to hold him down. Little tiny bit of contact's really all that it took to send him around. Then he comes down the racetrack in front of traffic. He might have been fine if he just kept it locked down. Either way, big contact. Chance is going to go down pit lane. Drivers do have one fast repair at their disposal here tonight. Looks like Drew's going to throw on that set of tires as well. Might as well. Corey Bodie in the pits. Now, I don't know if this is just going to be a penalty for the 44. Not sure exactly how their rules are laid out. It didn't look intentional, but certainly contact was made. Chance gets spun in front of the field, and the caution comes out. You know, a lot of times these short track series, it doesn't matter intent. If you're involved in it, you're going to the back. Corey Bodie looks to be just that. Drives straight through pit lane. Only car he's in front of is the driver he was involved with in that wreck, was Drew Chance. Drew back on the racetrack. Likely Corey Bodie going to go to the tail here. So, a fast number 44, and Corey Bodie is going to be out back as we go back to the green flag. We'll have to see how he can handle this. Back out front now, it's Peyton Burkett with the race lead. Big time battle here in for second with Tate Payne in P2 and Mason Johnston and Jonathan Langham. These guys were 3 wide into 1. The 9 of Trevor Bowen, they're all over the back bumper of the 06. Slides up the racetrack. Dirty tires here after this first lap, but we're getting a handle on it. Battle for third. Mason Johnston, the 06 to his outside. It's the 51 of Jonathan Langham. Langham might have the pass. No, it doesn't quite have him clear yet. Langham's got him clear now. Moved to 51 up to P3. Mason Johnston now trying to defend against the 9 of Trevor Bowen, but he's got the 16 of J.J. Day down the bottom. Big time loose off the corner. He saves it. We got some guys around off turn 4. Big time trouble. Corey Bodie's in it on his lid. Upside down and on fire, and he finishes on the passenger side of the car. Has to go to the pits. Tyler Sontag with some damage, big time damage. Left front broken for sure. Suspension right front's bad. He's got smoke coming out the back. Certainly going to use the fast repair here. Corey Bodie in the pits. He's getting the tow. Let's take a look at it. I think it happened up in front. Certainly did. I can't see exactly who triggered it. Maybe get the 06 was sliding up top. I don't think that's the issue. Looked like the 14 was starting to go around, and the 28 may have checked up. That's Jesse Henderson. And he gets run into from the back in that number 8 machine, which hard to tell exactly who it is. The 91 goes on his lid. That's Tyler Sontag. 44, Corey Bodie, when he was in the back. Got the double barrel roll over here. And there you have it. Just about halfway here from Five Flag Speedway. 36 laps in, our second caution of the night. Cautions breed cautions. Short track racing. We only have a 17-car field, so we don't have 30 or 40 to deal with. That's kind of a blessing in disguise. Things can get a little chaotic. Pace lights are off on the iRacing pace truck, which we're going to go back to the green flag here momentarily. Peyton Burkett, Tate Payne, your front row. Jonathan Langham, J.J. Day, row number 2. Day in the number 16 machine in the outside lane there in that second row. Pace truck pulls off. Green flag in the air. Peyton Burkett in the throttle. Big time jump. Looks like he was in that restart zone. He should be okay, but I don't know what happened to the 15. Did not get a good restart. Might have spun the tires. Goes from P2 back to the 4th spot already. Meanwhile, Peyton Burkett, comfortable lead somewhat. 3/10 back to the 51 of Langham. At the line, 39 laps go up on the board. Continues to lead. Second place, Jonathan Langham, J.J. Day, stalking the top 2 in P3. Might be looking for an opportunity here. Gets a little bit to the inside of the 51 of Langham for P2. At the stripe, still looking to the inside, just a nose alongside. Now he gets more so. Side by side out of turn number 2. Might have him set up for a pass here into turn 3. Langham still up the racetrack. J.J. Day still alongside, still not clear. Down into 1. Does he have him now? Langham trying to use the high side for some momentum, but it's to no avail. J.J. Day slides into the 2nd spot, which is bad news for Peyton Burkett. Plenty of laps left. We go green all the way to the end. J.J. Day, he's got some work to do, but he's going to try his damnedest to get back up into P1 here after starting at the tail of the field. Tate Payne in that 4th spot. Pressure coming from Gene Denmark. Remember, Denmark got that penalty early on, jumped the initial start, had to do the drive-through. I think he managed to stay on the lead lap. In fact, he did. He's currently listed as P5, so his race not over just yet. Maybe a little contact with himself in the 15 to Tate Payne. Denmark definitely fast. Meanwhile, Burkett still maintaining a healthy distance back to the 16 of day, just over half a second. Last lap for Burkett, though, 17:12. JJ Day is 17:10. It isn't much, but Day is just a tick faster. Six laps to go here from Five Flags. This time, about half a tenth quicker is JJ Day. He is starting to cut into that lead. He's got plenty of time to get there. Hopefully he's got enough time to make the pass once he does show up. More battle for position. Tate Payne on the bottom. Trevor Bowen up top. The number 9 Rowdy Energy Machine. Gene Denmark still running in 5th. I believe Denmark's probably a bit quicker than both of these guys, but the place is just too small. You can't really make a move 3 wide here. It's hard enough 2 by 2. The 9 slides up the racetrack. I don't know if he's avoiding contact with Denmark, but that's going to move Gene into the 4th position. Now he's got an opportunity here to make the pass on Tate Payne. 24 laps to go. Burkett still with the lead. Day runs P2, and it's Payne, Denmark, and now Chance up to P5. Remember, Drew got spun well leading. He was at the back at this restart. He's on the charge back towards the front as well. Still no battle for the lead. 22 laps to go. Burkett's got 6.5 tenths over Day. This is the battle we watch. Gene Denmark putting the pressure on Tate Payne for P3. And we got a caution on the Speedway. Big time trouble down into turn 1. Guys trying to thread the needle to get through this just to get back into position. So 3rd caution of the night. Might have started with Cooper Hightower here. Let's get a better look at it. Hightower in the 122, that green sun drop machine. And this is out of turn number 4. Looks like the incident ended up down into 1. Does the 8 come up and make contact with the 9? Or just checked up with the 122 in behind? Hightower gets into the 8 down the main straightaway here. And the wreck is on from there. Corey Bodie sneaking through. So we got a couple of drivers opting for pit lane here. Tate Payne looks like he's going to try and bolt on a set of tires here and see if that helps his cause at all. Top 3 drivers opt not to pit, but Drew Chance, remember his pit stop? Lap 25, he bolted on a set of tires. He was at the back anyway, didn't really have any track position to lose. Now he's got a lot to gain. 18 laps to go. So Peyton Burkett has led this race since the last restart after our second caution, has maintained it, and was actually putting a gap on J.J. Day for just a bit. This is an opportunity now, though. The top three drivers, again, as I said, did not take any tires, have not pitted at all tonight. Drew Chance there in the fourth position, number 25/18 machine. He's got 25-lap newer tires, the top three. See how these guys handle this. Green flag in the air. We're back racing with 15 laps to go. Burkett maintains the top spots, puts about a quarter second back to J.J. Day, but he's got company too. Gene Denmark, the 88 machine. He's looking to the inside of J.J. Day into turn 3, not enough room. Day shuts the door, but Drew Chance is hard charging in behind the 88 as well. 13 laps to go. Burkett's loving to see this in the rearview mirror. Challenge the guy that's fast. Gene Denmark in P3 wants that second spot, might even be able to challenge for the lead if he can get by, but tall order. You got to get by the 16 of J.J. Day if you're going to do that. Right on board with Gene Denmark as he tries to make this pass for the second position. He's to the inside. Denmark's got him clear up into P2. Contact with Drew Chance. Around he goes. No, he straightens it out. Unbelievable save by Drew Chance. Unfortunately for Drew, he slipped back in position. Trevor Bowen to the outside. That's who made contact with Chance just about a lap ago. Payne on the charge. Remember, he took tires. Tracy Souls closing in on Drew Chance. This would be for P4 if you can get the pass done. Taking a look down low to the inside of the 26. 5 laps to go from 5 flags. Back out front, Burkett still leads, but not by much. Coming to 3 laps to go, Gene Denmark has been fast all night long, and he's closed in to within 1 car length of Peyton Burkett. 3 laps remain. Last lap for Denmark, almost a full 10th faster than Peyton Burkett. I know he's got to find a way around, and he's running out of laps to do it. Out of turn 4, looking to 2 laps to go. Burkett running for his life, trying to get away from Gene Denmark, a fast and hard-charging number 88. 2 Cadillacs pace the field here. Lap and a half to go. Out of turn 4, Barney's got the white in hand. It waves. Final lap from 5 flags. Peyton Burkett started in the 7th position here. Now he has to fend off a hard-charging and fast-driving Gene Denmark down the backstretch into 3 and 4 for the final time. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag waves. Peyton Burkett's going to win race number 2 here from 5 flags. Peyton Burkett, your race winner here as the fireworks go off in turns 1 and 2. Somewhat subdued celebration. No burnouts for Peyton Burkett. Our top 3 here down at the start-finish line. With that, we're going to jump out, get a break out of the way, give our drivers some time to get in here, and we'll be back after this.
I met Marco Scarza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Back at Five Flags Speedway, race number 2 of the Gulf Coast Sim Racing Series. Peyton Burkett, your race winner. Let's see if we can get a word with the driver, the number 17. Get him up into the HBR TV broadcast booth. Peyton, it's Steve in the booth. You got us?
I got you.
Peyton, congratulations, man. A 7th place starting position. Probably not the best qualifying effort you've been able to lay down, but man, you had some pace here late, worked your way through the field, and fought off a hard-charging J.J. Day and then Gene Denmark. How did you do it, man? That was a great race.
I just kind of bought my time. I mean, worked my way through it, picked off cars I could pick, an unfortunate incident between Drew and Bodie. But other than that, I just rode, and I knew Gene and JJ were coming. They came from the back of the field anyways, but they're the fastest guys, one of the fastest guys in the league, so I just rode smooth and ran my race.
Took care of the tires and didn't have to make a pit stop. Some drivers opted for tires there late. Drew Chance took a chance, wasn't able to get back up too far towards the front, finished in the 8th spot. But you guys brought it home on one set of tires. How did the handling characteristics of that machine change throughout the course of 75 laps here at Five Flags?
It was good throughout the race. The car handled really well. And the last 10 laps, I could tell the right front was going. I was having to use a brake in the center. And luckily, Gene was having the same problem, so we were kind of both in the same boat right there. But other than that, I just ran as hard as I could in the last 10 laps.
Well, certainly an impressive run here tonight, and hopefully you can back it up in a couple of weeks when we go to Langley. Certainly another iconic racetrack here on the series. How do you feel about your chances in a couple of weeks out at Langley Speedway?
I don't know. I'm not too hot in bull rings. I struggled at Hickory, but I'm all right on these tracks.
Well, Peyton, again, nice job here with the race win tonight. We're going to let you go, man, but who do you want to shout out to before we let you slide?
All the guys at GCSR, Bodie, he helps me a lot. Shift Face Motorsports, Trent McLeod and all them. My rap guy, Hunter. Bodie actually did this rap, but Bodie's helped me a lot throughout the year, and without him, I probably wouldn't be in this victory lane right now.
Well, again, congratulations, man. Good luck to you the next couple of weeks here.
Appreciate it.
It's Peyton Burkett, your race winner here from Five Flags. We're going to talk to Gene Denmark next, driver of the number 88 machine. Gene, it's Steve in the HBR TV booth. Are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Gene, congratulations, man. You looked really strong out there tonight. Started on the pole position. Walk us through that initial start. Did you jump to start? Is that why you had to do the drive-through after the fact?
Yeah, that was just a bonehead move by myself. This league has always been starts on green, restarts on the leader, and I just wasn't even thinking, man.
Well, either way, a good recovery on your behalf. The cautions fell the way that they did, helped you get caught back up, but then it was go time. Worked your way back through the field, challenged for this race win here late. Walk us through those last handful of laps, that final restart, and was there anything you could have done with Burkett?
I don't think there was anything I could do with him. I drove through the field, and it was pretty much beat up. The right front was, and racing there with JJ there right at the just to get a chance at Peyton, and just the right front was killed. But man, it was a lot of fun. I gave it everything I had. Congrats to Peyton. He had a heck of a run there.
Well, it's a fun race to watch here. Really just a sprint, 75 laps here at Five Flags. It goes by in a hurry, but there was no shortage of action. Fun to watch you guys here tonight. Certainly happy to be here broadcasting the next couple of weeks. But a couple of weeks from now, we go to Langley Speedway. Bit of a bull ring for you guys, but how do you feel about your chances out there?
I'm better at the bigger tracks. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of like Peyton, but I'm looking forward to it. These cars actually dig really good from the center out, so the bull rings are actually getting a little better for me. So I'm hoping to have a good showing. I don't know if I qualify on the pole. I barely grabbed it today, but looking forward to it.
Well, Gene, again, congratulations on the runner-up here tonight. Who do you want to shout out to before we let you go?
I got to thank Shift Face Motorsports. My guys back at the shop, they're the ones that make it fast. Elite Performance Industries, and Corey Bodie Motorsports, and Langham Motorsports. Everybody just helps me.
All right, Gene. Well, again, thanks for talking to us, man. Good luck in a couple of weeks at Langley.
Yes, sir.
It's Gene Denmark, your runner-up here at Five Flags Speedway. Next, we're going to talk to JJ Day. Had an exciting night, finishing in P3. Let's get him up into the broadcast booth. JJ, it's Steve in the HBR TV booth. Are you with us?
Yes, sir. I got you.
JJ, congratulations, man. A solid run here tonight. Had to go to the back for the win penalty to start this thing off, but didn't take you long. I think it was 17 laps, and you had yourself already mid-pack, and you come home with a third-place finish here tonight, man. Tell us about your race.
Oh, man, that was fun. Starting at the tail end, I didn't really know what to expect, but we were able to make our way through the field pretty clean. And then that caution, we got into the top 10, then that yellow came out and bunched us back up, and we were able to make our way up to second, and staying out and not pitting there was questionable, but it worked out at the end. I wish I could have had a little bit left to give Peyton a run for his money, but I just didn't have any right front left, like the other guys are saying. Just focused hard on saving the right rear, and we ended up burning the right front off. But hey, we'll take a P3.
Tire strategy going to be something to talk about throughout the rest of this season. Typically, we find with these Hoosiers is they do tend to last a little while. I mean, you guys made it full race distance without pitting. Some guys opted to. But is it really just a balance of taking care of the right rear, taking care of the right front? When do you push the car to kind of get some heat in that tire? What is the strategy when it comes to tires on this new late model stock that iRacing has for us?
Man, that's a great question. I don't run as much as some of these other guys, but what I've learned so far is that track position is just so important here, and some two-tire strategies have worked so far this year, and I was going to do whatever Peyton did. If he would have pitted there, I would have pitted, and I think it would have drugged the whole field down there. But with him staying out, I stayed out, and then I saw Gene stay out, and I knew that, well, if us three stayed out, a lot of people probably would also. And it ended up working out. I had 40% of my my right front left, so that's probably the lowest I've had it in a long time. So I was using it up trying to get through the field, so. It was a lot of fun. Congrats to Peyton on his win, and of course Gene, he's always up front. So, I'm pretty pumped up, man. I appreciate you coming and streaming for us, man. We had it on the big screen in the living room tonight. The kids were able to watch, and it was a lot of fun, man. Just the pressure, man. We're nervous. Thank you for letting us do the single car qualified. I hope you liked how we do it, man.
I love it.
It just gets everybody's waiting for their turn. We're all nervous, sweating, and just it makes it a lot of fun. I know this was a lot less cautions than it was last time you streamed for. So
Yeah.
We've been working, man. All the guys are getting good, and it's just a blast running with all of us. We're all friends from right here on the Gulf Coast, man. So it's a good time.
Certainly a blast. Was very impressed with the quality and the skill level tonight. Lack of incidents, 3 cautions in 75 laps. I can deal with that. That's a plus. Really impressive racing for all you guys here tonight. Looking forward to more here in the next handful of races.
Yes, sir, man. We'd like to have you every one of them. So we're going to try to figure out something to make it happen, man. We appreciate you very much.
Plan early and plan often. We'll figure something out.
That's right, man. Thank you.
All right, JJ. Good luck, man. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's JJ Day, your third place finisher here at Five Flags. Certainly good to chat with these guys here post-race. Glad they're happy with the broadcast. I'm happy with the league already. Would love to be able to do more than just a handful here, but baby steps. We got Langley in a couple of weeks, as I said. We got Martinsville 2 weeks after that. Another 2 weeks, we go to the Bull Ring in Vegas, and then we close out the season June 28th at North Wilkesboro. Certainly going to be exciting to watch all of that. But let's look at our race results for tonight. Of course, we talked to our top 3 finishers, Peyton Burkett, Gene Denmark, and JJ Day. Fourth place finisher, that went to Tracy Souls. Tate Payne was 5th. Trevor Bowen was P6. Jonathan Langham was 7th. 8th place finisher was Drew Chance. Tyler Courtney was 9th. Cooper Hightower finishes P10. Ed Brown was 11th. Lyle Johnson was 12th. Mason Johnston was 13th. Jesse Henderson P14. Robert Latham 15th. Tyler Sontag was 16th. And Corey Bodie, after a tough night, he finishes 17th, 3 laps down. Had an opportunity at the front of the field, was battling with Gene Denmark there for a bit. Even Drew Chance got into contact with Drew Chance. Chance goes around. Bodie gets the penalty and then gets caught up in another wreck trying to work his way back through the field. That's just the way that it goes sometimes. Kind of regroup, go back to Langley in a couple of weeks and see what we can come up with for that. Corey Bodie, 17th, again, 3 laps down. That's going to wrap it up for us here at Five Flags Speedway. Nice and short and sweet. Gotta love this. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. If you haven't already done so, check out the website, hbrtv1.com. We've got photo galleries. We've got the ability to watch the live stream. All kinds of good stuff. Nothing too crazy, but also the social media links to YouTube and Facebook. And if you haven't already done so, if you're watching the stream tonight, please give us a like. Hit that like button. It really does make a difference. It opens up this broadcast and this stream, this live feed, to some more eyeballs that don't necessarily get to see it on the regular. Helps expand the channel, helps get more eyes on your guys' league. It's a plus all the way around. Haley says, always fun. Good night, sweet dreams, everyone, and hit that thumbs up before you go, please. Haley is kind of our pseudo marketing director, even though she's not really part of HBR TV, but she's kind of becoming part of HBR TV. She watches these races from Sweden, and if you guys Google what time it is there, you can see the dedication that she has. So we really appreciate all of you guys, but especially Haley. And again, please hit that like button. It's going to wrap it up for us. I'm Steve Singer with HBR TV, congratulating Peyton Burkett, winner of tonight's race here at Five Flags Speedway. We'll see you at the next one, guys. Have a good night.